Hey guys, this is Sandy, your Central Florida Realtor specializing in Airbnb properties. I wanted to give you a video today of how to self-manage your Airbnb property, right? Right now I'm in one of my Airbnb properties and there's noise all over the place. So if there's noise, that's why. But here's the thing. Say I buy my first Airbnb property and I don't necessarily I want to try it out. I want to see how I could self-manage it. How do I self-manage it? This thing is so overwhelming. I've never done this before. What if I don't get rentals each month? How do I pay my expenses on the property, right? So this is a real big question. And even seasoned investors who have had many long-term rental properties, when they come in the Airbnb space, it's still a problem because Airbnb is very much different from when you do a long-term rental because you're guaranteed the rent, or for the tenant pay the rent at the end of the month. So I wanted to do this video on how do I self-manage my first Airbnb property. What do I do? Well, the first thing you want to do, whether you're self-managing or not, you definitely want to make sure that your home is smart, right? You want to have a smart home. How do you have a smart home? Well, you want to make sure you have a smart thermostat so you can control the thermostat from your phone. You want to have a smart lock on your door so you could change the code for every time someone check in and out. You could change their code. One of the things I do is I use the last four numbers of their phone number. Make it easy, right? So whoever's going to check in, the last four numbers of your phone number, you're coded, right? You also want to make sure you have videos. So if you have a townhome or a condo, you want to have a Ring doorbell. And if you have a house, you want to have a camera on the front, camera on the back, because you need to be able to monitor who's coming in and out. Another thing that you want to do for a smart home, for sure, you want to have, there's a technology now, it's very new, that you're able to shut down, the thermostat will shut itself off if the sliding door is left open for too long. So we're in Central Florida and say you have a pool and you have a back patio to the pool. A lot of time what the guests do, they'll open the back patio, come out, leave the door open, the AC is still on. Can you imagine your electric bill when they leave the door open all day long because they're in the pool? So guess what? There's a software that allows you, as soon as if the door is open for more than so many minutes, you pick the time, the AC will shut itself off and it will not come back on until they close the door. That works for windows, patio doors, and exterior doors, right? So we want to have that technology. So you definitely want to have that, right? So these are some of the stuff you have to make your Airbnb smart, and you want to have an alarm system as well. So all these features can be on one app. And no matter where you are, whether you're in New York, Canada, England, India, doesn't matter where, you could go on that app and that will help you monitor your system. So if somebody came in and turned the AC down to 65, even though you tell them not to put it below 72, you could turn it right back up from your app, right? They don't know. You don't need to tell them that, right? So these are some of the stuff you need to have in place first and foremost to self-manage. Here's another thing to self-manage. You need to have a very good cleaning crew. There are different websites that you could go to and get a cleaner for the day, or just go on it whenever you need a cleaner and they'll send a cleaner to your home. There are many different ones of them. You could contact me if you want a few of them, because there's so many of them, right? So you could just contact the software and you get a cleaner, or you could find yourself a local cleaner. If you find yourself a local cleaner and you know where it's, let's say the property is here in Florida and you're in New York, you find yourself a local cleaner and have that cleaner change your AC filter every month. So every month, the cleaner comes in first of each month to make it easy, and they could change out the AC filter because you want to change your AC filter every month, right? Another thing you want to do, you want to have a owner's closet or owner's storage space. It could be a closet that you could buy like a storage unit and put it in the garage if it has a garage, or it could be a closet in the house, and you lock that so all your supplies will be there. So what you could do, you could order your supplies from Amazon. Your cleaner gets it, send it to the cleaner gets it, and keep restocking your closet, right? Because you're self-managing, right? So that's one of the things you could do. If you have a pool home, you want to find a pool company that's going to come out once a week to maintain your pool. Typically, it's anywhere between $80 to $120 per month to maintain the pool. You definitely want to get that maintained. If you have a lawn, you want to have a lawn company that's going to come once a week or every 2 weeks to cut the lawn based upon the time of the year it is. And that's typically charged between $80 to about $120 per month as well, right? Maintain the pool, maintain the lawn. So you have the pool guy in place, you have the lawn person if you need that. If it's a condo or a townhome, you don't need that, right? Because the HOA does that stuff for you. You have your self-confident cleaner, They're going to clean in between guests. They're going to stage out the house the way you want it. And what I will do, if I'm not near the property, I would have the cleaner FaceTime me or go through WhatsApp or any kind of video conferencing that you want. And every time they clean, have them walk you through the property. That's going to help you to see what's going on with the property, if it's clean or not, and if there's any wear or tear that you need to pay attention to. Okay, because that's important. Because I think what happens a lot of times is, let's say you have a property in Florida, you came down, you staged the property out, it's in very good condition, you bought beautiful sheets and all that stuff, and 6 months from now you're thinking the property is in the same condition, right? But it's not. Because 6 months of wear and tear from Airbnb guests or any kind of short-term rental guests, the property will not be in the same condition. So what you want to do, you want to have your cleaner walk through every clean, or at least every other clean. I know you might not be able to do every single clean, but if you could, I would advise you to do that. That way you could see the condition of the property. Is the sheets getting worn out? Are the furniture looking dainted? Is the walls all banged up from people banging their suitcase against the wall when they're checking out? What's going on? Do I need to do some Mr. Clean on some of the walls to get the spots out? What does the bathroom look like, right? You need to know this information, because what you don't want is to see a guest have a review online saying the couch had a hole in it, or any kind of stuff that you're not aware of, right? You don't want the surprises. So that's why you want to have a cleaner walk through the property each clean so you can see what's going on. And if the cleaner is telling you that it needs something, you may want to get that something and not say, no, because I just changed it a month ago, right? Because remember, guys, guests do a lot of wear and tearing on your property, right? You could buy a brand new bed set and a guest comes in and stain the brand new bed set the same week you bought the brand new bed set, right? So you don't know. So you're going to have to take your cleaner's word for it, or have them send you pictures, right? Another thing that you're going to do, you want to communicate with your guests. So when they check in, you're going to say, hi, welcome to Ariel's Pool Villa. I'm just making up a word. Please let us know if there's anything that we could do to enhance your stay, right? We send a first text out, and the first text actually say, we send the first text out a day after they check in. So we say something like this: hi, welcome to Ariel's Pool Villa. We're checking in after your first night. Is everything okay with the property? Is there anything you need to report, right? And they'll normally, a lot of times, says, no, everything is okay, or they might say the pool isn't hot enough, or whatever they say. That starts to give you a clue of what's going to be happening in your Airbnb. So you want to communicate with the guests. You send them that text the day after they check in. If it's a 1 week stay, I would check in again midweek. So midweek, maybe 3 or 4 days after, I'm going to check in and say, hey, just checking in to make sure your stay is still going good. Is everything okay? Is there anything to report? You need to know, because what a lot of guests will do, they will come in, not tell you anything. Then when they are checking out, oh, by the way, you know what? We didn't want to bother you, but here is what you need to know. You don't want that, because then you can't correct it. And then they're going to go give you a crazy review no matter what you tell them, or you have no other choice at that point but to probably offer them a gift certificate, because you don't want them to have that negativity. Even though they're going to tell you, no, it's not a bother, we were okay with it, that's why we didn't tell you. Don't believe them. Don't believe them. Try to correct it. Whenever the guest calls you with any kind of problem or texts you with any kind of problem, fix it. Do not believe them when they say it's not a problem, we're okay. Don't believe them. If they say the toilet isn't flushing correctly, one, the remote isn't working, the AC isn't cool enough, whatever they tell you, fix it. And if you can't fix it, if it's not something you could fix, offer them a gift certificate or a gift card to go to dinner or something. Because if you don't do that, it's going to come up in the review, and that's going to be too late. Because then you're going to say, well, they told me it wasn't a problem, but yet here it is in the review. You don't want that. So the minute they start to tell you about an issue, fix the issue. Okay? For sure. So you send them a text or email the day as they check in. You send one midweek. You also send one the day before they check out. So the day before they check out, hey, I know you guys are checking out tomorrow. Just a friendly reminder, our checkout is at 10 a.m. or whatever the time is that your checkout is at. Just wanted to know if there's anything to report. Is there anything that you saw during your stay that you want us to be aware of? That gives you a lot of clues, guys. That's when they'll tell you all kind of stories. I don't know, everything was okay, or by the way, we noticed whatever. Remember that you're living in the property, right? So when you come and you walk through the property, you're not living in the property. And unless you're spending time in the property, you don't know. And if the last time you stayed in the property was a while ago, you still don't know, right? So you want to make sure you do that. And I'm going to cut this video. I don't want to make it too long. But if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, 407-791-4713. I'm a real estate agent. I also have Airbnb properties in the Central Florida area. If you're looking to invest near Disney, around anywhere in Central Florida, we're there to help you. And give us a call if you're looking to invest in a Airbnb property and you're not sure if you want to self-manage or not. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it.